What a remarkable young lady you are.
Thank you.
I have 4 children, and I wish they would be like you. I've one exactly the same age.
I'm sure they are special.
One exactly the same age as you. That's very kind of you, but they're not.
I'm sure they are.
They are lovely. They are lovely. Really quite remarkable. So we saw your story there. I think most of you got the gist of it, that Yusra left Damascus. She lived just in a suburb of Damascus in August 2015, went to Lebanon first, and then Turkey, and then trying to get to Greece. Yeah, trying to get to Greece. The motor on your boat failed.
Yeah.
You, your sister Sarah, who's a little bit older than you, and 2 others towed the boat, and you arrived at the Greek island of Lesbos.
Yeah.
So in that time, I mean, you know, we heard you say in your film, you just don't know whether you're going to live or die in the water.
Yeah, exactly.
What was it like, the 3 hours you were towing that boat?
Well, they tell you that it is a journey of 45 minutes. It is like from an island, a really near island in Turkey to Greece. They tell you it's 45 minutes, like the smugglers and so on. So we were on the boat, and then after the journey started, after like 15 minutes, the motor stopped of the journey, and then the motor was like stopping and moving. So after that, we decided that people were gonna go down in the water because the water was filling in the boat. Because this boat is like fits for summer holidays for 7 persons, and imagine being 20 in it. So yeah, we were 20 people, and then the friend of my dad was with us. So he told us someone had to jump to the water, and then it was my sister first, and then it was me, and then there was also 2 guys, but the most of the people on the boat don't know how to swim even. We were from Iraq, Syria, and Somalia also. So after that, we stayed 3 hours and a half, and it was like 7 p.m. And after this 3 hours and a half of, I don't know.
Did you think you'd make it at the time? Did you think you would?
No, we were like, if you gonna see how the boats are like moving and how everyone in the boat braying in the same time, the same stuff and loudly, you would say this is incredible how people can unite when it's really bad situation. But it's sad because we only united in the water, you know, when it's really
remarkable.
bad. But of course
17 years of age and she was doing that. Incredible.
Thanks.
So you come from a family of swimmers. Your father is a swimming coach, and your mother is also into physical education and so on. And your sister Sarah and you and your little sister, you were trained from a very early age. You started. You could swim by the time you were 4.
Yeah, fortunately.
So your sister gave up though, but you decided that you wanted to carry on swimming. And as we heard, that you competed in the refugee team in Rio, and you're going to go to Tokyo. Yeah, you're training every day. Yeah. Twice a day, 2 hours.
Yeah, well, I train 10 times a week. And so it's 2 trainings a day, which means the one training is 2 hours. So 4 hours every day swimming. I don't think everyone would do that. Yeah. And
you've had a little break though while you've been here at Google Zeitgeist, right?
Yeah, my coach gave me a break finally.
Thank you, coach. Yeah. Very good, very good. So you were very keen to be part of this refugee team because you want to really, you know, challenge people's perceptions of refugees as being sort of needy outsiders who come in and they just want to, you know, live off the state and so on, that you want to show that they're athletes, that they can make a positive contribution in so many ways. I mean, what does it mean? Because you say refugee is your middle name.
Oh, yeah, kind of. So what am I working on? Like I started since I was in the Olympics, and right now as a Goodwill Ambassador for the UNHCR, I'm trying to reach out for the people with the voices actually of all the refugees. They're knowing that 50% of them are underage, which means they are children and so on. And I'm trying with what I'm doing, the speeches I'm doing, and being at the Olympics, I was trying to represent them around the world. And a lot of people asking what a refugee is. Some people think he chose to come to another land and he want to start a new life. No, a lot of people have to understand that there was violence in his country and a lot of really bad problems with war and violence and so on, that that's why we had to leave our country. If I would choose to leave my country or not, of course I'm not gonna leave my country. I love it so much. And yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to reach out to more people actually, because now with the UNHCR, I'm trying to create new ways actually, because as you know, I'm the youngest now, so I'm trying
You're the youngest Goodwill Ambassador for the United Nations High Commission for Refugees,
Yeah.
UNHCR, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
impressive.
That is very impressive.
Thank you. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to do, and yeah, I'm trying to create new ways with the UNHCR. We are working on that. We're gonna try to go to camps, of course. This is a part of my job now, and I'm continuing swimming also to show some people that we are still the doctors, engineers, the swimmers, the
that you can make a
athletes.
useful contribution to the
Exactly.
societies that you come to.
Exactly.
I mean, in fact, there are interesting figures, aren't there, that for every one migrant who works in an economy, I think their contribution is threefold to the economic activity in that country, something which we often lose sight of. But so you, with Google Zeitgeist and UNHCR, have launched this new joint initiative, which is called Searching Syria.
It's great.
New content website, and you feature on that because Google had 169 million hits last year, people wanting to find out, you know, about the situation in Syria, you know, why are people leaving as refugees and so on and so forth. So, you know, what do you hope to achieve through that content website?
Well, I checked it out, and I think it's a really great step because actually what is inside this website, there is 5 points, which was the top search in the Google about Syria. What is refugee, what was like Syria before the war, what is happening in Syria, and who are Syrians even. I checked it out, and of course I was about to cry because I was seeing everything about my country, and it was great. And there's a lot of facts everyone needs to know about Syria, and this website is like really fascinating. And I think it's a really great website because it's answering a lot of questions. It's showing that Syria is an actual country. It's not a desert, actually, like a lot of people think. And it's showing that we are well educated and we had everything in our country. And yeah, I mean, it shows that it's a war happened because, yeah, it's a pity that it happened there. It's a great country.
Of course, and I think that it's going to be launched sometime soon, isn't it? But I think everybody has an opportunity to go and see
it.
Yeah, to check it out, and you ought to do that. But you know, you said of course nobody leaves their country willingly, and you said you love your own country and so on, and you lived there with your parents and your 2 sisters. But your house, your home was bombed, wasn't it? Completely destroyed.
Yeah, because it's like near Damascus, our home, and at some point we couldn't go inside anymore. So you don't know if the house is standing or it's bombed or not. But it's of course if everything is on the floor, seeing the pictures on Google or some stuff when you put on the area, then how should your house stand like till now? So, but yeah, this gave me and my sister the strength to take this journey and to convince our parents, because of course none of the parents will.
It's a very risky
happy
journey,
with that,
especially yes for 2 young women. You know, to do that. But we've had many examples of even people younger than you who left home.
Of course.
So, I mean, just talk us through, you know, how do 2 young women, 2 teenagers, pluck up the courage to say to their parents, look, we just don't think that we can stay in this country anymore. We're going to have to embark on this perilous journey.
Well, I had this idea with my sister, and then, of course, my parents said no, because it's really hard trip. It was 25 days and so on, and a lot of people died on the way. A lot of people got stolen. A lot of people, some people, killed other people because of the money and so on, so they can continue. It's a really horrible, it's war. So my parents said no, and after that, there was a swimmer, actually. She encouraged me. She was 15 years old, and she's the only kid for her mom. And then she went alone with her cousins, actually. And then I went to my dad. I was like, look, Dad, if you will not let me go, I'm just going to go, because staying there is like doing everything, doing school, doing swimming. But I know that there was no future for me anymore there. And also sometimes my mom would call me from the middle of the way, yeah, you have to go back, no training today. And then I'm like, why? And then when I'm home, you would know when you're home. And then I was like, home, yeah, there was a bomb attack or something. Sometimes I would swim and then there's a bomb or something in the pool. And then you have to go out and so on and so on. So I knew I couldn't stay there anymore. It's my country, but I can't stay anymore.
You had to realize your own personal ambitions and
Exactly.
wanting to become an Olympian
Exactly, yeah.
champion.
I had in my mind that I can do that, and I can do a lot of stuff and then do good stuff again to my country, not being there doing nothing.
So you then decided with Sarah, your sister.
Then my dad said that, yeah, find someone I trust and then I can send you. And then we immediately found people. We found his friend and 2 cousins of him. And then, we told him about that, and then we did the trip with them. Yeah.
Wonderful. And then you arrived and you've settled in Germany, in Berlin
Yeah,
now, and you're learning German. So you
Spanish.
add that to your list of languages, Arabic and English. And you're going to be leaving here to go back to school, aren't you, in Berlin? And so then 6 months after you and Sarah made it to Berlin, your father, your mother, and your little sister, who's 9, also joined you in Germany.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful that your family have found the stability and the safety that you clearly are all appreciating now, but it's also wonderful, Yusra Mardini, that you have not forgotten the many, many desperate people who are either still living in a very, very fragile warlike situation or are indeed thinking of embarking on a perilous journey. So we thank you.
Thank you so much.